How difficult is it to manufacture sunglasses in general? Like, I mean, you need a design. Can you walk us through the process? You need a design, you need a lens. Can you share some of the does the product come together from a manufacturing standpoint?
Yeah, so the product, it's really unique in the sense that, anybody can start like a hat company or a shirt company, right? These are resources that are local pretty much anywhere in the world. But when it comes to creating a product like a pair of sunglasses, it's very unique because they're essentially building like mini cars, right? There's plastic, there's glass, there's steel, there's nuts and bolts and all these different functioning parts. So therefore, what you're doing is, in order to make one of these guys, it goes through pretty much as big as this room, 50 to 60 different machines to get it to the end product. So, not many, America and different other regions of the world, they don't have these type of equipment, right? Especially because of the competitive nature of China, right? So in order to compete with China, you're going to need to have these big manufacturing. And if you do it in Italy or if you do it in America or if you do it, that's where you get these premium prices, right? That's where you get paid the $500-600 or whatever it is. So most people outsource to China for that reason. But the process is pretty complicated. Like I said, it's about 50. Our products go through 55 steps in order to get that end result. Most the industry standard is about 26, 27. So we are about double the industry standard in that regard. But, depending on what you want to do, right? If you want to create something quick and easy and it's going to be a low ticket item and not really focus on the functionality or the quality of it, there's, China is a great resource for that. You could get something, spit it out, and it could be more so of, I wouldn't necessarily call it disposable. There's, different regions have different capabilities, right? So, I've seen glasses be well made in China and in Japan and different other areas, India, things of that nature. So it really depends on what your goals are and where you want to be and how you want to be represented as a brand and a company, and then you could retrofit your company to those goals.
So, but what I'm asking is like, for example, like you have to design your glasses, correct? Like they're not pre-built glasses off the shelves. You have to design whatever you want. Do you also design lenses, or do they automatically just put them in with the material you want? That's what I'm asking. Like, to what extent does it take to bring a sunglass to life? Is it just like you go there and you say, "Here's a design, make me this," or is there already pre-existing components in factories for glasses except the design?
Yeah, so I mean, it's really hard to, for like a Wayfarer and Aviator. These are classics that everybody has within their collection, right? So there is that design component. And what I was really touching on before is, yeah, you can go into these. There are manufacturers out there. I won't pinpoint exactly where, but China or India or Greece or everywhere, they do have these kind of all-in-one packages, right? You pick this style, it's going to come in this color, and it's going to be this price point, and you just kind of pump it out. That's where you see a lot of these. Even if you like go to a concert, right? You get those kind of free giveaway glasses. That's a perfect example of pre-molded, pre-made, pre-designed. You just you pick your colors, put your logo, and there you go. So there are those people that do that. However, for a company like Ellison that wants to be more authentic and individual, what we do is that we get our own design. So that's where I spent 3 years to understand that component, the design component, from not only the silhouette of the product, but the actual the lens, the packaging, things of that nature. And then what we do is we work with our manufacturers based on the designs that we created, and then we go work with them to then bring that to fruition. So the design component is actually done in-house, and we do have our partners in Greece and Italy that do work on it with us. On the design, and then we work with our partners in Greece to bring those designs and manufacture them to what they are today.
So, what was the hardest part of launching a sunglass brand?
The competitive, the industry. Most people don't know that the eyewear industry is one of the largest unknown monopolies, completely out there. It's a vertical integrated model, right? So, but initially, one of the biggest things as well is when I first launched the company, I said, "Why are these as big or as expensive? Why is this piece of plastic as expensive as this laptop, right? $800, $900. In the end, whatever it is, unless it has gold or diamonds or anything in it, there's no fundamental reason why it's that much. So after looking into it, that's when I made that shocking discovery that it was one of the largest unknown monopolies owned by two large players, Luxottica and Safilo. And we'll use Luxottica, for example. And what Luxottica does is they own the rights and licensing to some of the largest brand names: Oakley, Chanel, Prada, Gucci, Ray-Ban, things of this nature. And what they do is they buy their rights licensing to these brand names, which in other words is just they buy the name, they slap it on their mass-produced products, and then they sell it as authentic. So you think you're buying an authentic designer product, but in reality you're just buying a product that was the name was purchased, slapped on, and then charged 20, 30, 40 times more than it cost to manufacture. Not only that, they also own the distribution. They own Sunglass, Provision, Four Eyes, many others as well, and they own the insurance company as well. So as a sunglass company, I created Ellison. Where am I going to sell? Right? You can't go sell. The only places that people typically buy are these common retail shops. But little do they know that it's all owned by one main player. So the only opportunity for us to go and to actually get in front of people in the storefront is to actually go to what they would call like a boutique, right? And that's where you go, because these boutiques are competing with the Sunglass Huts, the Pearl Visions, the whatever it may be, and us as an independent eyewear brand are competing with the Ray-Bans, Oakleys, and Chanels and things of that nature. So the boutiques are not carrying the Ray-Bans and Oakleys of the world. They're carrying the Ellisons of the world. But the thing is, with the Ellisons of the world, the way they survive is by charging $700, right? Because basically where you're going and you're going to this boutique, you're basically going somewhere that you're not going to find these other brands, right? The most commonly known names. You're getting the Chrome Hearts, you're getting the Lindbergh, the Maquitas, whatever it is. But the thing is, you're paying $700 for something different. So where Ellison came in, and what took years and years and years, is to pound on the door, because I didn't start this company to be that $700, $800 company, right? But however, that's the only way you can compete. That's the only way that these optical shops are going to carry you, is if you go in there and give them an $800 product, and you do it, and you do it that way. So for us, distribution was the hardest thing, and still a struggle till today. However, we're very innovative, and we mobilize our consumers. We find basically any way to bypass the brick and mortar is the way that we go. So we are very active online. We're very active in pop-up shop. We travel around the world. It's a lot of groundwork. For me, the last 2-3 years was literally traveling around the country, pop-up shop after pop-up shop, and that interaction is how we came about Club Ellison, right? Thousands of people meeting with people, understanding the pain points that lie not only in the distribution, but also within the consumer. Because in the end, the consumers are the ones that end up paying the price.